Welcome back to the Vinyl Revival Store for our Record Store Day Countdown number 5, where we've reached the letter S in our alphabet. And S is for Scott Walker and the Sex Pistols. It's also for Sinead O'Connor and this wonderful song, 30th anniversary. Could you believe it? You have made me the thief of your heart. Fabulous, superb record. Sounds as good now as it did 30 years ago, and the wonderful Sinead O'Connor. We've got Susie and the Banshees. We've got lots of copies of those, of Nocturne. We've got Sisters of Mercy, who've put their classic EPs onto an LP, which is a bit of a bonus for you. We've got Sleater Kinney, a 7-inch from them. We've got the Slits, but we've only got one copy of the Slits, so you better get here early. We've got this one, Soft Cell, Non-Stop Extended Cabaret. Now this is, of course, Non-Stop Erotic Cabaret, classic album of the 80s. This one, it's got all your classic hits, Say Hello, Wave Goodbye, Tainted Love, on extended versions for Record Store Day on a double album. Soft Cell. We've got Sonic Youth. We've got Sophie Elix Bextor remixes. We've got Sorrow. We've got South Park, the 25th anniversary edition. We've got Sparks, Number One in Heaven. Now this is only on the American release list. It's not on the UK list, but we've got a few copies and it's really good. So a couple of those in the shop for you. We've got Steel Pulse. The wonderful Steel Pulse is an album, Handsworth Revolution. Absolutely superb. We've got Steps for the first time at Record Store Day. We've got Stephen Wilson, Harmonic Divergence. We've got Suede. We've got Sun Ra. We've got Supergrass. We've got Superior Elevation. And we've got a bit of something different, some Bossa Nova from Sylvia Tellis, the Princess of Bossa Nova. And in a moment, we'll move on to tea. So we're back with T, and T is for Talking Heads. Live on tour, recorded at the Agora in Cleveland in December 78. Released as a promo LP, never officially released, but it is now for Record Store Day. Talking Heads live at WCOS 77. We've also got under T, we've got the Telescopes, we've got Television, we've got Thin Lizzy, plenty of copies of that. We've got This Is the Kid, Todd Rundgren, Tom Grennan, the Trash Can Sinatras, and a bit of funk from Travis Biggs, the first time on vinyl. Travis Biggs, Solar Funk. That's a nice cover as well. And marbled, solar speckled, translucent vinyl. Moving on, we've got Tricky. We've got Two Lone Swordsmen. And into you, we have U2. Atomic City, live from Sphere. First time on vinyl. Transparent red vinyl comes with that, with a poster. U2 always give us a good 10-inch or 12-inch record today. No exception this year, U2. We've got UB40, we've got UFO, we've got UK Subs, we've got Ultravox, and we've got Universe City, and we'll be back in a moment to see what we've got under V. V is for vinyl, and that's what it's all about. Now people say to me, does vinyl sound better? And I reply, well, it's not the point, it sounds different. It's a different thing, it's an experience. Not the same as listening to CDs or digital media or streaming. Vinyl, if you grew up with it like I did, it's the way I always listen to music. Now, you either get it, in which case you're probably going to be here or another record shop on Saturday for Record Store Day buying vinyl records. Or you don't get it, but there's hope for you yet. Anyway, various artists, always several on Record Store Day, various artist albums. We've got a few this year. We've got a tribute to Neu. We've got Andy Smith's Northern Soul Essentials. Now that sounds really good. We've got Blue Note Reimagined, which is some jazz standards recorded by new musicians. We've got Lost Nuggets, which is a garage and psych album from Latin America. We've got Nashville Goes Fuzz. We've got Psych France number 9. We've got this one, Ripples presents Psychedelic Sunshine Pop from the 60s. Look at that. If it was raining on Record Store Day, that's going to brighten up your day. David Bowie, the Tremolos, the Eagles, the original British Eagles, the Bystanders, the Settlers, the Montanas, the Flying Machine, Donovan, Donna Gillespie. There are loads on there. Brilliant. We've got Rockabilly Heroes, which is rock and roll classics. We've got Soho Scene 57 Jazz Goes and Mod. We've got Soul Jazz Records presents 300% Dynamite and Studio One Rude Boy, 2 ska reggae albums. We've got The Power of the Heart, a tribute to Lee Reed. Sounds wonderful. We've got the reissued 63 Blues Festival. We've got Timeless Jazz Classics, and we've got Where Southern Soul Began. And we've got the Verve, and we've got the Village Choir, and we've got Viv Albertine. Moving on, we've got a live album from The Weeknd. We've got The Who. We've got Wilco, who've given us a 3LP box set of The Whole Love Expanded. Great one from Wilco. We've got a double album from Willie Nelson. We've got Winfield Parker, and we've got Wingman. And we'll be back in a moment to finish off the list. X. Express 2, 12-inch single, couple of those. X-Ray Specs, 2 picture discs. We've only got 1 copy of each. It's really, really short numbers on those, and most shops will be lucky to get 1 or 2 copies. We got 1 of each. Y is for Yardbirds, 2 from the Yardbirds. The first one, 5 Live, their first album with Eric Clapton. And the second is this Psycho Daisies, the complete B-sides. Goes all the B-sides from all their singles. Never been on albums before. My favourite track off that collection, Still I'm Sad. Yes, a live album from them, Young Fathers, and a great, great album for jazz fans. The great Yusuf Lateef. This has never been released on any format before. It's from 1972, Yusuf Lateef, Atlantis Lullaby, The Concert from Avignon. Great sax player, Yusuf Lateef. Treat for you jazz fans. Finally for Y, Yusuf, or Cat Stevens as we used to know him, and still do to a point. Is It So and Numbers. And we've got a few of each of those for you. Now on to Z. Now Z, I've put Z for Zoetrope. It's these records that you can put on a turntable, switch your phone on with a strobe, and the playing surface of the record does weird things like people dancing and that. And we've got quite a lot for this record store day. Blur have got one. Parklife with Zoetrope. Doctor Who is a Zoetrope. George Harrison has got 2, of which that electronic music is one of them. Fatboy Slim has got this one. Lily Allen's joined the club and she's got one. Mark Bolan has got one, and you'll have seen earlier Steps, and theirs is a Zoetrope too. And finally, just in case you thought I'd forgotten, Ziggy, David Bowie. This is my pick for Record Store Day. David Bowie, Waiting in the Sky, before the Starman came to Earth. This is early versions of the classic tracks from the Ziggy Stardust album, plus a few that didn't make the album. David Bowie, Waiting in the Sky. Ziggy, thank you. And Mitch will see you for our final countdown on Friday, which will be a quick tour of the shop after it's all been set up for the big day. See you then.